How's it, guys? It's Linton here. So the big day is here. We're finally going to see what the Federal Reserve meeting holds in store. So let's have a look at that at the moment, and we can see that this is obviously GMT +2, so 8 o'clock tonight, South African time. The FOMC gets together. They have their meeting, interest rate decision, and press conference. So what are we expecting to see? Well, the previous was a 50 basis points increase. The forecast increase for today is 100 basis points. And then obviously we're waiting for the actual number to come out, which will be this evening at 8 o'clock South African time. So we're going to see what happens there. And let me tell you what I think we're going to see. So I'm actually looking at the dollar index at the moment. I believe that we've already seen a 50 basis point move priced into this market. Anything more than that, and I believe it'll be more aggressive than what people in general are expecting, and that would obviously have a negative effect on indexes and things like that. So without further ado, let me just have a look at the dollar index and show you what it is that I'm looking at there. So in a nutshell, this is obviously a big time frame. This is the monthly time frame. We've had from this, excuse me, let me just select the right tool over here. So we've had this from this swing high to this swing low, we've had this retracement, which has broken the 61.8% retracement level. Now that's very significant to note. And in trading, obviously, we look for three things: an impulse, a correction, and an impulse. So here we've got an impulse, then we've got this corrective structure which is formed. And the question is this the second impulse that we're going to see, which equals the first one or not? If it is, then we could very easily see this level over here, which is 110 on the dollar index. The other option is that obviously we don't see the second impulse right now, and that we get a retracement for another wave on this dollar index. But ultimately, I do believe that we're going to see the dollar index move up to around about that level before we see confirmation of which way it's going to go from there. It all does depend on how it breaks out of this corrective structure over here, though. This is very, very important. We could see it move back and forth here a couple times. If it does break to the downside, we should see quite a significant move. Alternatively, as what I'm looking at, we're going to see the second impulse to the upside, which will equal that move. So all eyes on the Fed tonight. I think we're going to see some very interesting moves on the market, and it also depends again on what the actual result is that comes out. So if we see a 50 basis point rate hike this evening, I believe that that will be positive for indexes. If we see more than 50 basis points, even the 100 basis that is forecast over here, I think we're going to see some very volatile action on the markets.